Hi everyone, welcome to this course, Machine Learning for Beginners. I created this course with an intention to reach out to the fresh engineering graduates as well as some of those working professionals who have not yet been initiated into this exciting field, machine learning. So with that purpose, I created the course. Hope you will find this course very useful for you. So let us get started with our first lesson, that is, what is machine learning? So in as simple terms as possible, I'll try to explain you what is machine learning and why you should be excited to study about this course and learn to be proficient with this new field called machine learning. So before we get going with the course, let us think about this uh, statement made by a report by PricewaterhouseCoopers. So, a PwC report actually found that the artificial intelligence actually could add as much as 15.7 trillion US dollars to the economy. Actually, 15.7 trillion dollars is the combined output of China and India. So, that is a real astronomical figure. And generally, everyone is in agreement that it is a technology. This AI, ML, deep learning is a technology which can actually change the world. And its potential is becoming increasingly apparent. We are noticing every day in our lives in the technology world. But some critics or some people still think that there are significant hurdles, though, to achieve these kind of numbers in the coming years. So below I have listed four such hurdles. You have to think about whether they are truly hurdles or not, whether it's true or false. The below topic is a hurdle or a challenge to achieve the kind of goals and targets that people are claiming that AI ML field will make it. So the first one is actually the lack of compute power. So in fact, when I was studying engineering uh, 30 years back, a lot of my computer science friends, they used to study a subject called artificial intelligence. In fact, there was a specific course on artificial neural networks. A lot of my friends, they were very excited about the field. They used to learn it very thoroughly. But if you look at the last 30, 40 years, though in theory, these computational models can solve a lot of complex problems and create that artificial intelligence into machines, but it really didn't pick up. And the reason is actually because these, though algorithms are there, at that time it was all kind of hampered by the compute power that is kind of available to us. And that is why this whole AI, though it has been around with us in theory for a long time, but it was dormant as there was not sufficient compute power. Now we are speaking in 2018 about AML, and right now we have much better compute power available with us. Today, the cloud computing is available, and also the massively parallel processing systems like the GPUs, and also the Google is talking about the TPUs, the tensor processing units. So they have provided answer to that hurdle, but still the way it's growing, the data volumes continue to grow, and also the algorithmic complexity is increasing, and that can cause maybe a lot of bottlenecks around achieving the kind of targets that we are projecting. So compute power, do you agree whether it is an issue, whether it can be a challenge or hurdle or not? So what do you say? Yes, it can be still an issue, because though we have enough compute power, but the type of problems that we are trying to solve using this technology, and also the kind of data volumes we are talking, and also the kind of algorithmic complexity is increasing. So definitely, unless we find good solutions to increase compute power, again this can become a hurdle. So the compute power can be a potential hurdle for us not to reach the kind of numbers we are talking about this AI ML technology. So that is the first point. The second point is lack of people power. So what do you say? So today, so far, whatever has been happening in the AI ML field, a lot of work has been happening within the research laboratories. But of late, the enterprise, especially the businesses, to achieve competitive advantage, everyone is using AI ML into their general applications. So there is a growing need for skilled professionals in the industry, by the industry. That's why we have been noticing a lot of training programs are taking place. So many online free courses are available. A lot of expensive courses claimed to be taught by elite IIT, PhD people. So, and so there is a good hope that more and more skilled people will come. But do you think that still lack of people power can create a hurdle for this field? Yes or no? Yes, it can be a hurdle, because what we really need now is actually people with applied machine learning skills. People are getting confused by the training institutes. Everyone is going towards that academic oriented machine learning. Yes, that is required. Academic machine learning is required, but more and more ML as a service kind of firms are coming up. So people should be able to reuse the existing algorithms and the strategies to build quickly solutions that are grounded on ML. So more and more applied ML and data science specialists will be needed. So that can, if we don't create them in sufficient quantity, yes, that can be a potential challenge. And the third one is about inability to build trust. Yes, as far as a simple kind of machine learning algorithms are deciding about people, like for example, a bank rejects an application for a mortgage loan because somebody doesn't have a job. Maybe that algorithm is explainable in a sense, it's built on some linear maths. Then it can explain, okay, because somebody doesn't have a job and because of this decision tree structure, yes, this application has been rejected. But as people are using more and more complex multi-layer neural networks, what is happening inside to make a decision by the algorithm cannot be explained, cannot be interpreted. And this can potentially cause the trust deficiency in the whole this AI ML field itself. So that is also can be a potential hurdle for this field to grow the way PwC is projecting. So in future, as more complexity is increasing, interpretability, explainability of how the algorithm is working can be a potential very important issue. So the fourth point that we are talking about is one track minds. What does it mean? Means that the artificial intelligence claimed to be kind of solved by machines is still very, very specific in nature. It can play a good chess game and beat the chess grandmaster. But because it is able to do that, it can do everything that is possible. So most of the AI ML today we are building are very, very specific in nature. So still creating that artificial general intelligence that humans have, that kind of thing is still a problem, and that needs to be solved. So unless we solve these problems in a good manner, still that can be a potential hurdle. But today it's the right time to learn AIML, because industry has really picked up. Every app, every application now has an inbuilt AI into that. So this is an exciting field.